Hello grade 5 and welcome to session 3 of our lesson, which is comparison of decimal numbers. Today we are going to talk about arranging decimals. Case 1. Arranging decimals in the increasing order. Increasing order means arranging the numbers from the smallest to the greatest. From the smallest to the greatest, going up. Example, arrange the numbers, these decimal numbers, in the increasing order. To arrange them, in other words, I have to compare. We said that to compare numbers, first of all, we have to compare the whole part. So let's first search for the smallest one having the smallest whole part. Here we have 0 and here we have 0. They have the same whole part. What to do? We start comparing with the decimal part. So I will continue comparing by the decimal part. Here I have 3 and here I have 5. So which one is smaller? 0.351 is smaller than 0.5. So we will start by 0.351. It's smaller than 0.5. Then let's look at the other decimal numbers. Here we will have 1 in the whole part. Here we have 10 and here we will have 10. The smaller are 1 and 1. They have the same whole part. So let's start comparing the decimal part. So here I have 3. Here I have 0. Why I'm comparing the decimal part? We said that to compare decimal numbers, first of all, I start comparing the whole part. And now I'm choosing the smaller decimal number. We start with the zeros in the whole part. Then I started with the 1 in the whole parts. They have the same whole parts. Then we go to the decimal part. Here I have 3, here I have 0. So this one is smaller. So we will have 1.05. Then we will have 1.35. Now let's look at the last two decimal numbers. We have 10.01 and 10.1. They have the same whole part. So comparing the decimal part, let's compare the 10th to 10th. Here I have 0. Here I have 1. So who's smaller? It's 10.1. So first I'm going to put 10.1. Then I'm going to put 10.01. Then I'm going to put 10.1. So the greater decimal number here, or the greatest one, is 10.1. The smallest one is 0.351. And don't forget to put the symbols. We use it in this way because we are arranging in the increasing order from the smallest to the greatest. Now we are going to talk about the second case, which is arranging decimal numbers in the decreasing order. Decreasing order means arranging the numbers from greatest to smallest, up to down, from the greatest to smallest. Example, arrange the numbers, these numbers, decimal numbers, in the decreasing order, from the greatest to the smallest. So our target first to search for the greatest decimal number. So let's first compare their whole parts. Here we have 3, here we have 4, here we have 3, here we have 4, and here we have 3. So these are the same. I'm going to put 2 dashes. And here we have 4. So we said that I'm searching for the greatest decimal number. We have 3 decimals that have the same whole part. What to do? To compare them, we continue comparing with the decimal part. So we continue comparing digit by digit. Here we have 2, here we have 2, here we have 1. So here we have 2, here we have 2, they are the same. Here I don't have any digit, here I have 5. So which one is greater? Is it 4.2 or 4.25? We said that if I have an empty digit, we can put a 0. So which one is greater? Is it 4.20 or 4.25? Of course, the greatest decimal number here is 4.25. It's greater than 4.20 or 4.2. Then we have the decimal number having 4 as a whole part. So this is the next one, 4.18. Now we still have 3 decimals to compare. They have the same integer part or the same whole part. So we continue comparing digit by digit. Here we have 6, here we have 5, and here we have 5. So the greatest one is 3.6. Then let's compare the other two decimal numbers. Here we have 3, 3, 5, 5, 7, 7. They are the same. Then we continue to the last digit. Here we don't have any digit. Here we have 2. So to compare, I'm going to add a 0. Adding a 0 here, so I will get 3.570, and here we will get 3.572. So which one is greater? 3.572 than the smallest one is 3.57. And don't forget to put the signs, the symbols between the decimal numbers. Now we are going to talk about a new topic, which is rounding a decimal number. What is the meaning of rounding of a decimal number? We know that 17.8, if you took a mark which is 17.8 in the test, you know that 17.8 is between 17 and 18. Okay, but it's closer to 18. So you can say that I took approximately 18 over 20. What did I do? I made rounding for this number. So rounding a number is finding its value to the nearest place value. Observe this number line. This is 17.8. Is it closer to 18 or to 17? To which whole number? It's closer to 18. So the rounding of 17.8 to the nearest ones is 18. Now let's make an application. Observe the following number line. Insert the decimals 29.8, 29.6, and 29.4 on the number line. This is 29, so here I have 29.1, here I have 29.2, 29.3, 29.4, and we will have here 29.9, and I get 30. So let's place them. Okay, now fill in the table. These are the decimals, and I want to round them to the closest natural number, to the closest whole number. 29.8. Is it closer to 30 or to 29? It's closer to 30. Look at 29.6. Is it closer to 30 or to 29? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 to reach 30, but I have to go back 6 steps to reach 29, so it's closer to 30. While 29.4 is closer to 29 or 30. Look, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. But here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. So 29.4 is closer to 29. After knowing what is the meaning of rounding numbers, now let's learn how to round decimal numbers. To round a decimal number to a given digit, just like unit, tenth, hundred, and etc., we have to follow these steps. First step, underline the required digit. 2. Draw an arrow to the digit on the right. 3. If the next digit is 5 or more, like 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we add plus 1. If the next digit is 4 or less, just like 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0, we keep the same digit as it is. Example, round this number to the unit digit. So let's follow the steps. First step, we underline the unit digit. This is the unit digit. 2. We draw an arrow to the next digit. This is the next digit. We said that if it's 5 or more, we add plus 1. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we add plus 1 to the underlined digit. If it's 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, we keep this digit the same. So here it's 5. So we add plus 1 and we ignore these digits to the right. So our number will be 249. So after rounding this number, we ignore all the digits to the right of it. Let's make another example. Round this number to the 10th digit. Following the steps, 1, let's find our digit. It's 10th digit. This is our target, the 10th. What is the 10th? Here it is. So underline this digit. Then we look to the next digit, which is 4. So we said that it's either rounding up or rounding down. 4, it's less than 5. It's 4. We said that if it's 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's rounding down. We don't add anything. We keep the number as it is. If it's 5 or more, we add plus 1. It's 4. So we keep the digit as it is, and then we ignore all the digits to the right of it. Okay, so we make, just like here, we cut the number. We cut the number to the right of our target digit. So it will be 19.5. In this case, we don't add anything. Why? Because it's rounding down. The number after it, it's 4 or less. Let's make one more example. Round this number to the hundredth digit. So step 1, find our target digit, which is the hundredth. Here it is, underline it. Then look to the next digit. If it's 5 or more, we add plus 1 to our target digit. So here it's 7. We said that if it's 5 or more, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, we add plus 1 to the underlined digit. Then we ignore the digits to the right. We cut the number after the underlined digit. So here we add plus 1. So it will be 4.17. By this, we finished our session. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.